Welcome in, Raiders. Thanks, guys. I'm going to let the count continue to tick down. I like to try to let things build up and let my regulars finish their dinner and whatnot, but I appreciate the raid, Painzor. Thank you. Hope you guys stick around. It'll be a few short minutes here. We ain't doing anything too exciting. We're just going to let the count go. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes, but thank you for the raid. Appreciate ya.
It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum.
Duke's epic gum shortage continues, everybody. Almost 9 years he's been looking for that pack of gum. I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, classic. So, but you say dropped. For me, this wasn't dropped. This was I don't know if you were here. I was in the middle of streaming last Thursday, and man, I had massive problems, but I finally managed to get things stable on Twitch, right? I just had Twitch. Twitch was it. I was just streaming to Twitch, just MechWarrior 5, and then, I don't know, about 90 minutes in, MechWarrior 5 and OBS crashed simultaneously. Both of them. Now, I've had games crash on me, and I've had OBS crash on me, but never simultaneously. Never both apps at the same time. Anyway. Two separate... yeah. But are you talking about crashes or just streams dropping? I'm curious. Anyway. Hi, guys. Welcome in. Thank you, Painzor, for the raid. I realize it kind of came in at an awkward time. If you came over from Painzor's raid and you stayed, thank you very much. I hope we can entertain you in World of Warships, as entertaining as it gets these days, I suppose. Network Air 2000, that's a new one. Man, that's been a hot minute, too, since I've seen that. Man, I remember getting the old Network 2000 back in the day, but I haven't seen that one in a number of years. What's up, Frostfox? So, yeah, so we're going to do boats tonight, ladies and gents. I had American Cruisers on special 2 weeks ago, but I feel I'm leaving them on special. That's a deliberate choice. I didn't forget. Ordinarily, commonly, I'll forget. I'll be like, what do I want to put on special? But I won't think of it until like 30 seconds left in the countdown. Tonight, when I sat down, I started the count, I went, what am I going to put on special? Well, what did I do last time? And I went and looked, and you know what? It was American Cruisers. And I thought, man, you know what? There's still a lot of really good ground to explore there, especially with some of those ships that are about to get a heal. Let's leave it in the queue. So I left American Cruisers on special intentionally. So if there's something you want to put in the queue, knock your socks off. I think Patch Week is still a couple of weeks away, which will bring us to 15.4, which will be the big cruiser patch. That's going to be entertaining when it finally lands in a couple of weeks. I'm looking forward to that stream. That's going to be a busy weekend for me because I'll have that stream Thursday night, and then this Saturday I'm streaming more Unlimited, and then of course it's a holiday weekend. So we had talked about having some family over and like grilling out, but we haven't actually like kind of put our brains to it and maybe done some of the cleaning that needs doing yet. So I got to talk to Ginger and figure out if we're still going to do that or not. So what's up, Blue Jay? How y'all doing? Happy Thursday. Oh, I should turn on some music. Hang on. I had it picked out. All I had to do was go push the button. There we go. That'll do it. That ought to do it. No, why is that not doing it? Hang on a moment. Apparently I have to do some things. There we go. That got it going. Okay, and then yep. Hang on a minute. Perfect. Okay, that ought to work. That ought to get us there. A little bit of background music. So yeah, guys, just boats tonight. Nothing particularly fancy. Ice Rose with the resub. Courageous with the resub. Cowboy Ronin with the resub during the countdown.
You crazy son of a bitch, you did.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. It's as I get to doing this longer and longer, I look back and I think, man, I've got some really awesome people that have been here a long time. That's really cool. That's really cool. It's a little flattering in a weird way. Because I don't consider what I.
You crazy son of a bitch.
Speaking of people who've been here a long time, thank you, Classic. I don't consider what I do to be like this, to be particularly, I don't know, special, unique. We lost Kevasib a couple of weeks ago, right? And reading what his community, what he meant over there, and the community that he'd built, because he streamed like daily, like regularly, and it felt a little to me like, man, I don't have a community quite like this. Not that the people aren't awesome, but just I don't have one quite so tight knit. It feels like, and it made me kind of go, am I doing something wrong? Is it just different because this is for me this is a hobby, right? I've got awesome people who come hang out with me while I do my hobby, and then we all go back to doing the irritating real life things that we have to do. But you read 6 nights a week. It was close, right? But I read the outpouring in his Discord, and I was like, what I'm trying to think of the right word. Legacy. What a legacy to leave behind, right? For sometimes people that you've never met in person. Some of you I have met in person, and that's awesome. But, you know, a lot of you I've never have, probably never will. And wow. So, yeah. Painter, I can hear the sarcasm in your typing. The sarcasm bleeds out of your fingers into the keyboard and into my ears. Isn't that amazing how that happens? It's amazing how that happens. Classic. Classic, you son of a bitch. I know, Painter. I'm kind of giving you shit. I'm giving you shit. You know, it's amazing, Classic, that man, I don't rage as much as I used to. I have kind of mellowed out. I still have bad days. Everybody has bad days. But one of the things that I've learned, one of the things the grace that I have granted myself as I stream now is, oh, are you having a bad night? Then in boats? Then stop playing boats, dummy. Right? I remember talking to, it might have been Zath. It was somebody. After I made Partner, I remember having this conversation. It was somebody I was talking to. And it was like, man, now I'm going to feel less scared to stream something that's not warships. When you are chasing metrics on Twitch, and that's all that Partner cares about. And let's be honest, Partner's already kind of a questionable credential. I still liken it to getting a GED, right? It's great to have one. Is it really meaningful? It depends on who you ask. But a lot of people believe in it still, and a lot of people chase it. And once you're on that hamster wheel, you pretty much have to stick with whatever is going to bring you viewers. Whatever is going to bring you viewers. Because, man, if you get sick for a few weeks, if you take a month off, if you have real life happen to you, the hamster wheel throws you off, and you have to restart your hamster grind again. Partner's kind of a racket, but a whole lot of people chase it. So, and I understand it is a cool thing to get. But man, there are times I look at it like I wish more people kind of knew, right? So, yes, exactly right, Aussie. Exactly right. They really did, Painsor. They really did. Kev was such a cool guy. Santa, you son of a bitch. Kev was such a great guy because, you know, a lot of people, I'm going to count myself in this group because this happens to me, right? You play this game long enough and you see so much mind-blowingly dumb shenanigans that occasionally you just can't help but kind of lose your shit a little bit, right? Like you just like, you know? I never knew Kev to do that. He was just so chill, right? He was just like, eh. Now, I'm sure he did get frustrated, but I never saw it. And he certainly didn't have that reputation, right? So, we 100% lost a really awesome guy. I feel for his immediate community, the folks that tuned in over there every night, all the time, his regulars, because you can just go through that Discord. Some of these people, they're just like family, right? And it's like, you know, Twitch is kind of like any other gaming thing you do, right? If you do it with a group of people long enough, they kind of become your family. They become your extended family. It's not that hard to envision, is it? Anyways, we'll talk more about that as the night goes on if we want to. For now, I'm going to start with a game in the OG, and you guys can fill the queue up with whatever it is you would like to. American cruisers are on special. Those will save you a few points. I will always take requests from whatever you want. If you're watching on YouTube or you don't have enough points to request something that you want, type your request in chat. Ask somebody else to make it for you. Chances are either one of the mods might pick it up and throw it in the queue for you, or somebody else might take pity on you and just do it and just burn their own points, because what else the channel point's good for? I really need to do something with that. I've talked for years about adding, like, you know, purchase VIP or something with your channel points. I'm actually curious. I want to know, chat. I'm curious now. What is everybody's channel point totals? A lot of you are regulars. What are your actual channel point totals? One of the Hell Let Loose streamers that I used to watch, 600,000 classic. That's crazy.
And I please where I go.
Love it, Big Turp. Happily take that request. One of the Hell Let Loose streamers I used to follow. I'll answer your question in a minute, Frost. One of the Hell Let Loose streamers I used to follow, who unfortunately doesn't stream the game anymore, but he had a thing on his channel where it was like for 200, it was 100,000 or 200,000. It was some crazy amount of channel points. You could just buy permanent VIP in his chat. And I remember thinking, that's actually not a bad idea. And I've just never done it on mine because I'm lazy. Puddin', I will help you bring back the Church of Hindi. I love it. Terp, one of the last time I ever saw Kevin game was a few weeks ago. I bet if I went back through my recent streams, I could find it. He was on Cheshire, and that was one of the games that it was about 2-3 weeks ago, because I took, what's the German tier 5, not tier 5, German tier 7 super cruiser. Oh, I like that one, Classic. I didn't know that. What was, not Nesbeck. Nesbeck's the 8. What's the one before Nesbeck? It's not Deutschland. It's Sheer? Is it Sheer? Sheer. I took Sheer into a game, and Kev happened to be in that game with a div, and they were all playing Cheshires. And that's the last time I actually remember running into him. That was only a few weeks ago, right? And that's why when word came down that he was gone, I was like, you gotta be kidding me, right? Okay, let's talk about Fletcher. I want to answer Frost Fox's question here. Fletcher, for me, is the most well-rounded Tier 9 destroyer in World of Warships. What do I mean when I say well-rounded? There's nothing that this ship does badly. She does a lot of things above average. She has above average AA, her torpedoes are quite good, her gun power is quite good, etc., etc., etc. I'm going to get torpedoed because these torps are going to be coming for this Iowa. What do you bet? So, as a result, when you play Fletcher, you can do things. You can, yep, see, there they are. I knew it. You can do a lot of different things decently. In fact, those are Fletcher torps. Those aren't, so that means the enemy Fletcher is across from me here in this cap. The Asashio torps are deepwater torps. The Grand Engine doesn't have torps. So, when you sit down to build a Fletcher, you can build the ship, quite literally, any way you want. Do you want to go torp focus? She'll do that for you. Do you want to go gun focus? She'll do that for you. Do you want to build as an AA escort? She'll do that for you. However you want to build the ship, you can do it. So it's completely moldable, let's say, to your playstyle, whatever that happens to be. So for me, that's one of the things that makes her my favorite destroyer. She's just so friggin' flexible and useful. There's almost no situation you can put a Fletcher into that she won't have something to contribute to the fight. Okay. I'm going to see if I can catch him napping in there. My eye was dead because apparently he's chosen to push W and die. I'm hoping I can catch this guy with surprise torpedoes. But we're going to have to see here. Even if I can get one into him, I can beat him in a gunfight. Okay, so he ducked out of there somehow. He either smelled that coming or whatever. Yeah, he got a little bit lucky, I'll say. Now, one-on-one, I'm not going to be super excited with this. My eye was dead, but he was dead already. So now then the question becomes, is this guy going to vacate the cap? No. He's going to flip back and play the bottom end of the cap again. So, let's get back there and do our thing. Okay, so, she has, you know, I guess to keep answering your question, that's just my general overall love of Fletcher, right? She's just above average in a lot of different things. And it means then that as a teammate in a team game, you have a lot of things going for you. I think he looped back into his smoke. I saw some shots. Might have been... No. Who is it? There he is. What is up, my dude? Now, I have to be a little cautious here, because he actually can torpedo out here in front of me, and I can't really do that. The good news for me here is he's firing AP. So I'm going to get some good damage in here, and he's not going to get a whole lot out of it here. So I've actually got about a 5,000 point health advantage here at this stage of this fight. The problem is my team is busy suiciding. We're 4 ships down. Okay, 3 ships down now, and we have very little to show for it. I probably shouldn't have hung in this cap as long as I have. We also don't know where the Groningen is. And that guy will casually murder me without really having to break much of a sweat. Chaser, I can refund your points if you want. It's no big deal. Hey, buddy.
Time to put on the beer goggles.
That's some BS. Yeah, as soon as I got left, as soon as the Iowa committed suicide, I should have just left this cap because I had no way to win this fight.
Another day, another disembowel.
Now, the one thing I got going for me is this Lugdunum. I got the Fletcher to burn his torps. But we have, there's so much smoke in here, we have nothing. And my team is made of the stupids. So this is a loss. We lost this one at the load-in screen. Broader question, using Tech Fletcher as a base, what's the most team-focused of the swarm? When you say the swarm, you mean what? Just the Fletchers that we have available to us? Is that what you're asking? Oh my god, this friggin' team is so bad. I'll be honest, the most team-friendly one is Fletcher, right? All the other subsequent Fletchers focus up in some fashion that is, they get hyper-focused in a way that may or may not be good for the ship. Or may or may not be good for, I don't say for the ship, for team play. Well, we're only like 8 ships down now, so I'm sure everything's going to be fine. Fun game. Left to die by incompetent teammates. It might be one of those nights, boys. It might just be one of those nights. Might be putting my "I'm not gonna rage" thing to the test. I might have been talking out of my ass earlier. Let me think. Let me think about your answer question, Chaser. Answer question, your question, answer. I sound like Rocky. What are my Fletchers in game? Halford, Chung-Mu, Fletcher, Kidd, Johnston, Velos, Amaze, amaze, amaze. Exactly right. It's a fair question, Fuzzy. I've never actually streamed STO. Black. Of all of the Fletcher variants, the OG is the most well-rounded. Just about every other Fletcher that I can think of takes some aspect of the ship and cranks it up to turn everything else down a little bit. Not necessarily speed. They keep the hull characteristics, right?
They're,
Sonny with the raid.
they're flocking this way.
Thank you so much. Welcome in. Can we get a shout out for Sonny, please?
Welcome
So like,
to Jurassic Park.
Chungmu, you know, turns the torpedoes down a little bit, but the guns up a little bit, and then you get access to radar. Kid turns the guns way up and the survivability way up and turns the torpedoes way down. So you see what I'm saying? Like, imagine in your brain, think of every ship as a series of sliders. Gun power, torpedo power, armor, survivability, speed, right? And you have a baseline for any given hull. So if you imagine Fletcher, the original Fletcher, as 0, every other variant of Fletcher takes something and turns it up, but usually takes something else and turns it down as compensation. Now that's not an ironclad rule, but it's pretty close to the way they've designed most Fletchers in the game. So, as Chaser points out, the torpedo power on Black is definitely turned down. She's a gunboat that has some control pieces to her with that radar. Chungmu is capable of doing similar things. Her torpedo power is turned down because there's less things that you can hit with those torpedoes. They still hit like trains, but you got to only land them on specific targets. There's not really a torpedo-focused Fletcher that they've made that I can think of. Velos might be as close as you get. Velos is interesting also because she gets, I think, one less gun. She gets way better gun reload. She gets crazy torpedo reload. And then she gets smoke and engine boost and defensive fire. So, like, she has a lot of really interesting tools. She doesn't get a lot of play, but Velos is definitely one of my most favoritist variants of Fletcher. She's really interesting. Halford is easily my least favorite because they gave it planes, right? And I'm of the opinion that any destroyer in the game where I'm spending my time driving planes and not driving my ship is not an effective destroyer. Personal opinion. Just because you always want to be spotting and positioning and trying for cap control, etc., etc., etc. And if you're driving planes around the map, you ain't doing that. No, OG Fletcher can be built, but my point is there's not a premium version of Fletcher that is torpedo-centric, right? They almost all of the premium Fletchers lean into the guns, in my experience. Oh, our Schultz got murdered. Nice. Well done and stuff. So I'm RPF'd. Their sub is on this flank, which means their sub could actually be in this cap with me. He's a 6-0 on the surface, but there's several different places. Yeah, it's the sub. There's definitely places he could be. I'm not sure how I'm lit. Nothing outspots me. The GQ Johnny doesn't outspot me. What the hell outspots me? Oh, he's submerged and spotting me with his aerial detection, probably. Okay. Let's get cheeky for a minute. Uh-huh. Oh boy. Nope. Do not want. No. Oh, right between the screws. We lucked out there, kiddos. All right, so we drove the GQ Johnny off, and the sub is just swanning around out here. Well. Oh, good. If the Johnny's gonna leave, then I'm going sub-hunting, kids. Pop your head up here and start pinging again, buddy. That's one other thing about Fletcher. Fletcher is a really good sub-hunter. The American depth charges are amazing. Let's go, me bucko. Where you at? No, this shouldn't be a mod. This should just be the sea. This is what the sea looks like. Hey, what up, buddy? How you doing? How you doing? Boy, is this guy dumb. Ladies and gentlemen, we've found him, the dumbest submarine in the world.
Time to put on the beer goggles.
That was a riot. All right, let's get back to work.
The only good bug is a dead bug.
Damn Skippy. All right, we're never going to hit the Brandenburg. The Yukon might be turning in. I'm going back to mid so I can try and cap. Yeah, Yukon thinks he's going to go play in the middle of the board. We're going to go disabuse him of this notion. Hey, look, they only have just the GQ Johnny, and he is not super useful, so bye. All right, let's go back to the Fletcher conversation. See what you did there, Jason. It also might just be the graphic settings I'm using. I can't think of anything else, but this is the graphic settings I've been using for years. The game's not that graphics intensive, really. My graphics card is probably, I don't know, 7, 8 years old. Seems to do okay. What's up, fellas? Oh, little Otago. You aren't outspotted now, little Otago. What shall we do? What shall we do? That is one super mega ultra on fire Otago. Yukon's turning, but I think I'm still going to clip him with one of these. Might clip him with 2, but I think he's going to take at least one amidships. Wrecked. Okay. So Nightshade, that's a good point. That's something I really want to try. I probably need to put a stream on the schedule where like, you know, World of Warships PC vet tries Legends. I've always wanted to try Legends, but I don't own a console. So now that they've put it on PC, I'm like, well, yeah, let's give it a go, baby. It's always looked interesting. I always liked the idea of the lesser tier system. Not having 10 tiers, just having 7 or 8 or whatever it is that they have. I always liked the idea of that. It always felt like the game would be easier to balance that way. Wow, we zeroed these clowns out before I could even finish capping mid. It's going to be a rough night. Who is a PC veteran that has actually tried Legends? I'm curious to hear what you think. I mean, game's so quick you can't really accrue XP when everybody dies that fast. Okay, what do we got in the queue? Indianapolis. Rattlehead. Do I even have a Rattlehead? It's a Marblehead, isn't it? Isn't that a Marblehead? No, not 5. America. America Cruiser. There we go. I do have a rattlehead. Boy, she's ugly. What in the hell is this? Megadeth. Okay, sure. Isn't this a Marblehead or is this an Omaha? This has got to be a Marblehead, right? Oh, good for Pock. He'll enjoy that, probably. He is, like so many of us, he is an encyclopedia of knowledge for the game. I'm excited. One of the best things that they said in the all right, Indianapolis for Classic.
You're crazy.
Castle with the resub, 70 months. Damn you, boy, you're getting old. One of the things they said in their roadmap video for the year that I was like, my ears perked up. I thought, oh, they're gonna finally fix the wiki, right? They're gonna finally put some time into it. Pot, congratulations, my friend. I did that for a long time. I really enjoyed it. Life took over and I didn't have time for it past a certain point, but I guess the 3-4 years I was over there doing that, I really enjoyed it. And I liked being able to kind of share knowledge about the game and the game mechanics. But after the corporate divorce, let me back this up. The wiki started in a bad direction after the CV rework, right? Because the AA mechanics in the whole game changed. AA no longer functioned the way it used to, and they wouldn't update the wiki accordingly. There was a whole bunch of back-end codes. Something had to change to support the new AA values and the way AA is supposed to work, and yada, 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 yada. And they just wouldn't. And okay. And then after the corporate divorce, well, the guys who owned the wiki, like the actual web servers and everything, and the guys who ran the back-end code, were all out of St. Petersburg. They were all out of the main office. All we did was we populated the English version of the wiki with text and pictures and everything else, right? And when the corporate divorce happened, they had bigger fish to fry, and so the wiki just got dropped like a bad habit. Well, that was 4 years ago. And so finally, now, at long last, which has been lasting a little long, they're going to get around to, okay, our game is so huge and complicated, let's put some energy back into trying to help people learn the mechanics or get ship advice or whatever. So I'm excited. I'm glad they're doing it. It's come later than it should have, but at least it's here. So this is garbage matchmaking for us. We're bottom tier heavy cruiser. I can at least bound tank a Sharn in this thing, but probably not the rest. The Eiger is a massive threat. The rest of these, other than the Atago, this is a light cruiser. The Garitzia, if the Garitzia knows what he's doing, I could be in trouble. We'll see. All right, so we got a little bit of chip damage on the Atago. I won't complain about that. Interesting. Wherever this guy is, he's deep in this cap. Oh no, not necessarily. I'm crazy high detection, boy. I remember now. I remember now. But the fact that I'm spotted tells me he's someplace. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, what up, my dude? How you doing? Buddy, bucko, friend, pal. How we doing? Oh, I blew that salvo hard.
The boogeyman is real, and you just found him.
All right, the Atago's bailing.
I can kill it.
There's only 3 of us up here, so we're definitely outnumbered, which is going to be a problem. I'm going to put the HE back in the barrel in the hopes that I can get shells down range on this Ognavoy. But I got to be super frosty for this Indiana out here, too. No, the Ognavoy's turning. That salvo's going to miss. Go away, Indiana. Nobody asked you. Nobody asked you for your opinion. Take your 16-inch garbage and go somewhere else. There we go. Mizzou got a good shot into him. I love that. Okay, let's put the AP back in the barrel. This Otago is fairly clever, but he's making enough maneuvers that I may have a shot at a good AP salvo if I play this right. The L'Aventurier is back in the cap. I'm going to have to flip around. Oh, the Otago just got clapped by somebody. Scharnhorst, I think. Not sure my shells are going to get there in time, but I had to take that shot. Oh! Oh, I clipped him. He's at 600 HP with a disabled rudder back there. Okay, the Indiana has no shot on me from his current position. I'm going to try and move up and support. Oh, Yukikaze, buddy. You got to be careful. You're going to get smashed. Don't get smashed. Oh, shite. That Indiana's coming in. I got a... Oh, Yukikaze's leaving me smoke. Let's go. All right. I'm going to do something colossally dumb. And I'm going to sit here and try to pick off this Aventurier. Yep. Luckily, the Indy has no shot on me.
Say hello to my little friend.
Y'all gotta kill him while you can spot him. I'm gonna get one more salvo. Oh, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. Yes, let's go. Oh, did we zero them out already? What the hell? Come on. I was just having a good game in Indianapolis. What is happening, ladies and gentlemen? Come on.
Stop exploding, you
Seriously.
cowards!
I don't even get to play. They die so quickly. Bloody hell. 5.5 minutes. Come on. That's right. It was all my fault. Classic's right. I'm just going to take full credit for that win. That's all me, baby. That's all on me. Team did nothing. What a joke. Where is my Yukikaze? Take a friggin' upvote, dude. You crushed it. Oh my god, they don't have anybody on their team higher than 300. It is Castle. Dude, Indy is not as bad as she used to be. They buffed her bow armor, and then in a couple of weeks, she's going to get a heal. What? What? Crazy. Crazy. The AP remains very good. I'm going to try this Rattlehead thing. I'm going to just build this like an Omaha, I guess. How do I build an Omaha? Sure. Do I want aiming mod? What's my gun reload? Do I care? I kind of don't care. Let's go Traverse. Let's go Traverse. And then I'll take Hydro here, actually. No, I know it's in Omaha, but it's in Marblehead, right? So Marblehead is, if memory serves, let me double check the torps. That'll tell me if it's a Marblehead. Marblehead gets the long-range torps. 8-2. This should be a Marblehead. Yeah. So Omaha's torps are like the crappy last ditch, but she has a lot of them, right? Marblehead and Rattlehead, I guess, don't get that. They get the longer range torpedoes, but fewer of them, right? You also, do you have the same guns? 8x1, 2x2? I think you do. Yeah, and I think you get better reload? No, worse reload. Yeah, so in exchange, your gun reload apparently is not as good. So you shoot slower. Mildly irritating. Single, triple, but they're 8 kilometers. Which is hilarious because you can't get the shit below like 11 detection. Well, then why do I care? Now, I will say, if you're clever about how you play the ship, you can commonly catch people by surprise because they won't realize that your torpedoes are 8 kilometers. They'll forget that you have them if they ever knew that you had them to begin with. I'm a 13-point Omaha commander, which means I'm in here. There you are. There we go. This seems probably okay. My AA is not terribly amazing. No, I have no meaningful AA. I'm not buffing the AA on this ship. What a waste of time. Okay, that's fine. Okay, and then let's mount some flags, because we can, because why not? And let's do some shenanigans out here with you and you. Well, I mean, you're not wrong, Castle. Like, holy crap, who the hell would play that POS? I think I'm good. We did flags, we did modules, I did all the shenanigans. She's built. Yeah, there we go. Rattlehead for Terp. Let's do it. I'm not a tremendous... It's an Omaha, so at the end of the day, it's not impressive to me, right? This is the last American cruiser in the line that I hate. Pretty much every cruiser after this I enjoy in some fashion. Seattle even is better than she used to. Seattle used to be a calamitous train wreck. She's now simply below average, right? And I think with proper experience in the hull, Seattle is playable. She's not great. The gun angles are better, but they're still garbage, right? They still are not awesome. However, they are improved, so that's progress. I like where your head's at. I like where your head's at, Castle. That's fair, Chaser. American cruiser doctrine seems very messed up for a while. I won't pretend I understand how it all happened historically, right? I have a pretty good handle. I have a rough handle on how the Japanese ended up where they did in terms of their kind of heavy cruiser doctrine, the designs they came up with. I understand the Brits, and the Brits is simple. When you stop and think about it, the Brits make sense, but it's simple economics. Wow, bottom tier matchmaking again. Screwed over again by a matchmaker. Simple economics, right? You've got so much territory. I've got to come up with something that's cheap and effective that lets me show the flag. Okay, I get it. The American doctrine, I think represents a clear lack of direction, but I think some of that lack of direction simply comes from a lack of focus.
So, who wants to dance?
When you stop and you look back through the various naval spending bills of the 1930s, the Two-Ocean Navy Act and this kind of stuff, it becomes very clear, based on the performance requirements that were being given to the shipyards, that the United States Navy was under no illusions of who their opponents were going to be when it came time for naval gunfire to start swapping next time it started swapping, right? They knew they were going to be up against the Japanese in the Pacific. It was not a secret. And they knew that their operational ranges, historically, were not conducive to Pacific operations. And so a lot of the hull designs, a lot of the ship designs began to correct this obvious oversight. Because anything that you designed from a range and speed perspective to operate in the Pacific should work just fine in the Atlantic. Got less distance to cover, right? No big deal. A lack of experience is another good way to think of it, Grant. But that's more of an operational problem. The one I'm talking about is a fundamental design problem. I don't want to say problem. Design focus, design concept, design mentality. For lack of, I can't think of a better way to put it. one of the fun things that I'm gonna say fun things. One of the things you learn as you read a lot of naval history, right? Because we won World War II, because the United States Navy was such a huge component of winning the Pacific War, frequently, I think the obvious glaring errors that were made along the way sometimes don't get examined as deeply as they should. And boy, howdy, did they make a lot of mistakes. And a lot of American sailors paid for those mistakes in blood. But to their credit, the men running the Navy at the time recognized that that cost could not be sustained forever, right? And made an effort to ensure that those lessons were not in vain, right? And would be passed around to everybody. Some of them, yes, Night Owl. Some of them, not so much in hindsight. Some of them were obvious at the time, too, right? A Tegethoff just got crushed, and I need to get the hell out of here. I can't even get in an HE gunfight with an Asturias. Bloody hell, this ship is trash. Yeah, no, that's fair, Classic. That's fair. So, no, that's fair. And so, Classic makes a point of saying, when you design stuff, you're designing for the war that you think, but you only know about the war that you just fought. You don't necessarily know about the next war, right? What they did, obviously, was they tried to adapt and adopt the things that they knew that they were going to have to deal with, like range and speed. All of that started getting baked into the hulls well in advance of World War II ever breaking out, right? Boy, this guy is just, he's coming, isn't he? Let's leave him a rack. And then let's pick on him a little bit. I need my battleships to suck less. Could you boys suck less, please? That would make me so happy. There we go. Thank you, battleships, for shooting at him, finally. I basically just have to wiggle my ass and give him the stern guns as best I can. There we go. Let's get one of those fires to stick. There! Oh, yeah, let's go. Thank you, battleships. That's a refreshing change of pace. All right, so far, this is one of the more even games we've had tonight. I'm still not going to be useful because I'm made of tissue paper. No, the South Dakotas were well under construction during Pearl Harbor. They were in the water in 1942. In fact, if my memory serves, they were authorized, I want to say, in 1933. I'm almost positive, maybe 36. Something like this, right? Something like this. Wow. Okay, well, no sooner did I say, hey, a moderately even game, than my team decided, hey, I think I'll go melt. Well, I'm not going to get to be meaningful again. Skunya is going to move up and spot me, and then the Gneiss and the Tegethoff are going to have their way with me when the time comes. The Tegethoff just fired, and I still can't spot him. Somehow. Yep, and there's the destroyer spotting me. Ooh. Grant, I think even that's correct. I think... Well, okay, the Iowa design should have been completed before Pearl Harbor. I'm not convinced they were all laid down before Pearl Harbor, but certainly the design parameters were done. X. Hey, look, my team continues to melt. Now, what's hilarious is, if I can get this guy to light, I might actually be able to kill him. I gotta get him to light, though. And that's gonna be the problem. Yeah, my shell pen is just such trash out here. One of the things that I don't think I'd appreciated until terribly recently was... Oh, there we go. Was just how much work Congress and FDR did in the interwar years when it came to construction and military spending to get things like the M1 Garand and the Sherman tanks designed, right? Those kinds of things. I don't think I appreciated that until about 6-8 months ago, listening to some of these podcasts and realizing just how much had been done to work on these things, right? All right, Shkunya's bailing. Dunkirk is dead. Rook basically was never in the war. Yeah, he basically ran to the back of the map ASAP. So, yay. The Gneisenau, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to point out that the Tier 7 battleship off my port bow has RPF, in case you didn't notice. Right, and when was Chaser, was it Wisconsin was the last of the Iowas? Whichever one was last. When was she laid down? Oh, Vincent was absolutely critical in getting that stuff done. I don't think the spotting from the planes works anymore, but screw it. I got nothing else to do with it. Yeah, see this rook? This rook is just running. Like, my dude, the game is over. Why are you running? Yeah, I'm pretty sure all the Iowas were laid down before Pearl Harbor. They would have been authorized in the Two Ocean Navy Act, if memory serves. Okay, let's say laid down and actually launched, which means Kentucky doesn't count. At this rate, I'm going to get a cap, which is hilarious, guys. Yeah, you can't see me. I'm going to get this cap before he gets in here. Ooh, let's go kill this Igla. I'm dead.
This is gonna fuck up my hair.
But so are you, dirtbag! Because I got my torps in the water. You better hope and pray, buddy. Only one. And he's not flooding. Curses! Another geniusly competent team, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it's going to be that kind of night. Again, the Essexes were all authorized, purchased, and under construction, right? But no, the first of them didn't come off the ways until after Pearl Harbor. Like, you didn't see Essex in theater until, what, late 1942? Or spring of 43? Was it spring of 43? CV9, commissioned December 1942. So, yeah, it would have been early part of 43. Yeah, that explains why, who was it? It was, Enterprise. At one point, Enterprise was like the only carrier we had left in the Pacific, just after attrition. Omahas. Ugh. All right, what else we got here? Baltimore. Now we're talking. Now we're talking, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go play a real ship. What is ranked currently doing? Can I play this ship in ranked? No, I got to go 6-7. All right, then we will just play this thing in randoms. Come back to randoms. Baltimore. All right, I should be set up for sonar. Yep. There we go. Sweet. How did I know that there would be somebody in chat that would make the obvious dumb joke? Also, how did I know it would be you, Castle? I'm going to go with years of experience here. That's my option. Cheers. What's up, Black Duke? Welcome in. Daresec, absolutely. So, what you can do is, if you have channel points, you can spend channel points to request a ship. If you don't have channel points, I would say ask nicely and get one of these other reprobates to put it in the queue for you. American cruisers are on special tonight. They're a little cheaper. Anything else, I'll play just about anything. Now, I'll warn you in advance before you make your request. There are ships that I loathe enough that I will probably politely tell you no. But I won't... Huh? Sometimes not so politely. But the bottom line is I might decline. But feel free to make the request anyway. Florida's probably on that list. I generally avoid carriers, not because there aren't carriers that I don't enjoy, but because I don't feel like I'm a good enough player to get max value out of a carrier. And so I find it frustrating for me to play a carrier most of the time because I feel like I'm a drag on my team. And as a streamer, I feel like I'm not giving you a good representation of what the ship is capable of most of the time. Subs in general, I find boring. Now, that doesn't mean I won't play one, but what it does mean is that in general, I just don't see the point of them. All right, we got decent matchmaking here. No planes to murder, which makes me sad, but I do have some sub possibles to murder. We've definitely got some destroyers to hunt down. Roma, Zeton, Bismarck, NorCal, Umahari. Okay. Our other flank is super weak.
It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
Let's see what we can do from behind this row of islands for a spell. Yeah, 1942 was a really, really... it was a rough year to be in the United States Navy, right? You didn't yet have superiority in a lot of places, and you took a lot of casualties to learn how good the Japanese were at a lot of different things. I think sometimes the disrespect that the American fleet in general played to the Japanese submarine force bit them in the ass, right? Japanese had very different sub-doctrine than the Americans did. Probably to their detriment. But the couple of times that they did score, boy, did they score big. Yeah, Ice Rose. There was a lot of territorial garbage in some of that too. Let's say, right? Boy, I'd love to get a shot on this Martel. I think I'm gonna be able to sneak one in. And my Benson immediately takes submarine torpedoes. All right. That's a thing.
Coochie coochie.
Okay, so the U-190 is not on the surface in there. Hi, Mines. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Busy getting clapped. That's what you're doing. Yeah, you got wrecked. Oh, and my radar's down. Now that I know for sure there's somebody on the south side of this cap. Oh, hey, Martel. What's up? You're just stationary. Well, I can still sit you, buddy, pal, friend. So, have a think on that, huh? Right as you beat yourself, I guess. Oh, this room was gonna hurt. Ah, that wasn't so bad.
Coochie coochie.
Alright, now I think there's still a destroyer up here in the B cap. We have no board control for, you know, reasons or something. It's the other Baltimore. Or no, where is this guy? Oh, it's the Z-23. Okay, well, sure. Hey, what's up? Ah. Go away, Roma. You bother me. His shells have too much pen, but the disadvantage for me is that I have too much armor for this cruiser, and with him pushing up and my Bismarck cowering behind an island, it's time to go be somewhere else.
You've got a lot of guts. Let's see what they look like.
Oh, hey, what up, Yukikaze? Well, that's bold of you. You sure you want to get in a gunfight with me? I don't think that's a good idea, bud. I don't think that's a good idea for you. Yeah. Yeah, that didn't work out. Oh, crap. I think North Carolina just shot at me at 20 clicks. Turn your fat ass, Baltimore. Swing your bow out of the way of the torpedo, please. Thank you. Okay, my team is essentially all bunched up here in mid. We finally have some cap control, which means I need to get reoriented and my bow pointed back the other way. So let's do that, shall we? All right. Let's troll at half speed for a bit. I don't want to be in too big of a rush until my radar... Actually, no. You know what I want to do? I want to get way the F away from this cap right now. I want to get way the F away from this cap. Yep. Okay, no, that's not the Roma. That's the Z. Yeah, there are his torpedoes. Oh, hey, what up? Oh, man. Can I take just one of these? No, I'm going to take two of these and die. Well, I didn't die. I should have died, but I didn't. What irritates me is I knew that there was probably something coming out there, and... Oh, well, I did it anyway. I'm irritated because I had a sneaking suspicion those torps were there, but I thought, nah, there's nothing to shoot at. He's not going to just vomit it. I'm out there without knowing what's there. And yeah, he did. So that's my mistake. Love this ship, though. Still super good. Now, we have a ship lead. I would like to see them translate this into a win. I feel like it's incredibly doable here, fellas. Like, yeah, can y'all work on that for me? That'd be swell. Cheatland's going out here looking for Z23, which makes me happy. And I took about 10K off of him before he bought it, so... That guy's in trouble once he finally gets spotted. Yeah. They're slowly going to run out of HP, I think. I should play Roma. Man, I haven't played Roma in so long. Actually, no, I know why I don't play Roma. Roma just pisses me off when I play Roma. I go to play Roma and think, oh, this will be fun. And then I play Roma and it overpens everything. And I'm like, man, screw this ship anyway. Now, this will probably be a win. Now, I do like what my Cheatland's doing. He's like, oh, you're going to camp in smoke? I've got just the thing for you. It's called radar. You're going to love it. Pro tip, guys, if you're a destroyer, don't camp in smoke with a Cheatland around.
I'm not gonna fight you. I'm gonna kick your ass.
He's also going way out of his way to get this guy deep in his radar bubble, too. I like this. He might actually be pushing up just to try to get him on hydro. If it were me, I would have popped the radar already. Yep, there we go. Yeah, he just did it. He's like, okay, excellent. Time for you to die. And you're dead. Hit the brakes. There you go. God, it's so nice seeing competent cruiser play. Hit the brakes, turn in, they'll fly right by. There we go. Nicely done. Yeah, no, exactly right, Chaser. I get it. Sometimes you want to get those guys well within your radar bubble rather than pop it right away. And since the cap wasn't in, like, you know, seriously threatened or something, there was no reason to go crazy. That makes sense. I'm not arguing the tactics. No, some things, Roma's overpen problems don't ever change. Like, that's just a statistic of the ship. Guys, he's submerged. You can't kill him with gunfire while he's submerged. There you go. The depth charges can kill him just fine. I didn't look that close, Castle. It's possible. I've got Sheetland in the queue. I can just go play it right now. Let's have a look. Not my best game in Baltimore, but not my worst. Ooh, Moggy had 6 kills. Have a game. Nicely done. Let's have a look. I don't remember. I don't think Sheetland needed that buff, but it's possible they've done some crazy things to this ship. This is all good. This is all good. This is fine. What am I going to do with, let's see, I get 2 more points. Probably Demolition Expert. Do I want to bother with that? No, I kind of don't. That's fine. All right, we're going to take Sheetland real quick for Adeldrell, and then we'll go back and do Hindi and Cheshire. We'll get away from cruisers for a minute. Do something a little different. I don't think they've done that, Castle, but maybe Cleveland got the buff, but not Pellier. Okay. See, what you typed there, Pockington, was Multiplier. But I don't think it's Multiplier. I think it's Montpellier. Yeah, that's what I thought, Castle. When he originally thought, I was like, Multiplier? Markiplier? What's happening right now? One of the few YouTube streamer type people I've actually heard of. It always cracks me up, right? Because I do this for kicks, right? And I'm just not super deep into streamer culture. When I hear people will talk to me about such and such streamer, and I'm just like, who is that? And they look at me like I've just, told them I'm from Mars. And I'm like, what? I don't have time to keep up with everything, guys. It's a big world. You might have noticed. Why does it take 90 seconds to get a match in prime time? Oh, it's a carrier match. Rip this little Furious's planes. I'm not even sorry. Well, I was getting crap matchmaker earlier tonight. Now we got pretty decent matchmaking. The Kansas and the North Carolina are going to be a problem. New Mexico doesn't frighten me too overly much. The Sheer can be a threat. The Harlem can be a massive threat. A well-played Harlem, and this is... Talk about my AA. My God, that Harlem will just chew up everything our Ranger throws at him. Classic. I used to know everything, but I can't remember any of it.
Let's do this.
I'm sad for you. Oh my God, this ship is slow to get going. Let's go. You're only 10,000 tons. Come on, buddy. Get moving. Aren't these like 10,000? What's a Cheatland? Okay, 12,000. I was close. 14 fully loaded. No, the Mogami is not 10,000. That's a blatant lie. That is just the Japanese lying to your face. What stat-wise makes a ship good? Ah, man, you know, Frost, we could have a very healthy debate about that question. And I think the reason the debate would be sprawling and vigorous is because I think everybody would answer that question a little differently. The answer that I'm going to give you is that I think ships in this game are more than just statistics. Some ships have really great guns and crap AA and average armor and are slow. And as a result, the whole package feels kind of meh. But some ships have really great armor and they're kind of zippy and their AA protection is good and their guns are just kind of average, but they get a lot of play because they offer players things that they like. So, and everybody's going to have a different answer, right? Everybody's going to have a different opinion on what they want out of a specific class of ship. I'll give you an example. Battleship is the easy one, right? Because there's so many different things now in the game that comprise a battleship. A traditional battleship, probably below average on speed, well above average on armor and firepower. But there are battleships in the game that are under-armored and too fast for their class, and so on and so forth. So, like, you can end up with some really crazy shenanigans. Oh, please don't shoot me, Mr. Kansas. Please don't shoot me, Mr. Kansas. I'm going to shoot at this Perth because I can and because it's a Perth. But there are plenty of battleships in the game that kind of break the mold in some way or another, right? Scharnhorst is an easy one, right? She's fairly fast. Her armor's okay, but then I think that was the Kansas. Oof, butt-puckering moment. But, you know, she's fairly maneuverable for what she is, and a variety of other things to like about her. So, you know, what do you want out of a ship, I think, is the real question. A lot of different answers to that, really.
I like it.
Okay, the Kansas has got a smoke screen. That's the Perth moving in front of the Kansas. Somebody thinks there's a sub off to the edge of the map, or I mean a destroyer off to the edge of the map, and they may be right. Let's go look. Our Yukikaze is lit. Oh, he's lit by planes. Oh, subs at 31.
You've got a lot of guts. Let's see what you look like.
This guy's well within my radar range, so like... We're gonna have some fun with him here in a minute. Oh, balls. Who let this North Carolina show up? I didn't ask for this guy.
Where's the hammer when you
I'm behind him for that last salvo. All right, now with the North Carolina, I can keep picking on this guy a little bit. But I probably don't want to show him too much of my angle here. However, I can still be a harassing nuisance. Let's see if we can get some fires on this guy. We're definitely stripping off his AA guns. He's taking a lot of those hits here. Oh, go away. Nobody asked you. Okay. Yeah, they have a ton of firepower on this flank, and we're already down 2 destroyers, so that feels kind of crap. Our Yukikaze's dead. I can't support him that at point-blank range against these guys. What are you... Oh, he's making like a death charge. Wonderful. Good job or something. What are you doing? You're going to get murdered, and at the end of the day, you're going to deserve it. Hey, I got to get flipped the other way. I'm trapping myself in this corner of the map. Hope you got some torps off, buddy. Alright, time to go dark. Just because I'm curious, let's look at this 360 turret thing again while we've got some time. Yep, there we go. Holy hell. Cleveland's stern turrets are 360 now. Check it out. Wow. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I had 3 suicidal destroyers. So that always feels amazing. I'm kind of like the last poor bastard on this flank. And if it were anything but the Kansas and North Carolina, like if it was New Mexico, I'd feel better about my life. But a couple of 16-inch armed battleships are eventually going to knock me out. The North Carolina got chunked pretty good, and he's probably at least 3 heals deep by now. Yeah, we're 12 minutes in. He's probably at least 2, if not 3 heals deep. The Kansas has barely been scratched. But the Kansas is like Brick, right? Kansas is the progenitor of Brick up at tier 10, right? So, like, Brick's coming. What are you going to do about it? I'm going to take some pot shots here. Just to see if I can bleed some health off of Brick. But it ain't going to be great. And it ain't going to be pretty. North Carolina shouldn't even have the range to hit me right here. Kansas absolutely has the range. Interestingly enough, he's backing off. I'm actually a little surprised that the Kansas declined to engage. North Carolina's going to miss a stern. He's got HE in the barrel anyway. Okay, they're all rotating back through. Ooh. All right, so now I have the potential to do something really stupid. North Carolina just got to his 3rd heal. We're going to go full Weird Al, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, cinder block. There we go. It's not Brick. We're going to go play Dare to be Stupid. We're going to go pick on a 16-inch battleship who only has double my HP. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine here. We're fine here now. How are you? Oh, of course the Turgut Rice is coming. Of course. He couldn't have turned into mid like a normal person. No. He had to come this way. Grumble, 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 grumble. What is this North Carolina doing over here? Oh, they're trying to kill the Budioni. They probably can kill the Budioni now that I look at it. All right, let's get set up to kite this NorCal away. Okay, the Turgut turned back. His turrets are looking the wrong way. In a one-on-one fight with this North Carolina being 3 heals in, I might have a shot. He's down to probably his last heal. Okay, you turn back to mid, buddy. You do that. Okay, we're mostly holding our own. I need your guns looking somewhere else. Can you do that for me? I want you to fire your guns. Nah, it's fine. I'll just start. Bloody hell, you still have HE in the barrel. Don't make me disrespect you, North Carolina. I don't want to disrespect you, buddy.
This is a force to
But if
be
you keep
reckoned
firing HE at me, I'm going to disrespect you. If you keep firing HE at me, I'm going to have no choice but to disrespect you. And you're still firing HE at me. Okay. Now I'm going to 100% disrespect you. You should have already swapped to the AP.
Damn, desert road, no gas, and no chicks.
Much better.
This is a force to be reckoned with.
Got him down to 12K. I need to get another fire on him. Oh, bring it on, Furious. You can't be serious. Okay, that fire is going to be a big deal. But he put that out right away? He put that out right away. Okay. Sure thing, Furious. Bring it on.
Now it's time to kick some ass.
Much better.
Oh, look, your planes all died. Oh, for God's sake. Somebody else clipped him for the last point of damage, but I lived. Wow. And somehow we are still going to lose this game. Because. Wow, this Furious did not learn a lesson. This is going to be entertaining.
After a few days of R&R, I'll be ready for
Yeah, I know, Night Owl, but here we are. Furious has figured out he doesn't want to be there where he is. Okay, buddy. I would say I wish you luck, but I think you're crazy. Only an idiot tier 6 carrier picks on a Cleveland. Yes, I'm well aware there's a guy in my cap. Thanks for filling me in there, bucko. Luckily, this guy's also just ignoring me. So I just get to farm him. Oh, now he's turning his turrets. I'm like, you're just gonna let me murder you casually for like no gain? Like, what's going on over there, buddy?
Right about now.
There you go. You're behind me. It's a clean miss. It wasn't even close. Come on, man.
Power on. Now it's time to kick some ass.
Ah, he turned back this way. And he still missed. Fine, have some AP. You're gonna love it. What's this guy's gun caliber? Can I bounce these shells? Oh my god, how am I alive? How am I alive? How am I alive? How am I alive? This guy's gonna die! What in the hell just happened? How am I alive on 400 HP? What in the hell is happening in this game? What in the ever-loving hell is happening in this game? And the Furious gets me because I have 400 HP. Historically accurate. What a joke of a game. My team is like, I don't even know what they're doing other than dying. You left the tier 8 light cruiser to murder 2 battleships. You left the radar cruiser alone to take on 2 battleships by himself while the opposing destroyers swan around and do whatever they want. Maybe if you'd had some brains or some balls. There's 2 minutes left in this game. I got a North Carolina with 3 full heals and 45,000 hit points playing back here. And then I got a Massachusetts. He's at least down to 1 heal. What in the hell is happening in this game? This is just pure comedy. Now, imagine a world... Now, Husham's talking about what we're going to be talking about in 2 weeks. Imagine the game that you just observed when I had 3 heals. Wouldn't that be different? Wouldn't that be different? Let's watch our buddy, the North Carolina, die as he sails bravely into torpedoes. Mm-hmm. Every tier 6 cruiser and up that does not currently have a heal is getting a heal. Okay, that was a cool little death spiral there for that plane. That was pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Brave, brave Sir NorCal sailed to death. If only you hadn't played in the back of the map all game, I might have been able to kill the destroyers. But unfortunately, your cowardice has an impact later in the battle. You see how that works? Yeah, no, Bell. Okay, so let's clarify. There are a handful of cruisers they've already basically said, no, the ship is not getting a heal. And then they've said cruisers that already have a heal are getting like 1 more charge of it or something. And then there are a handful of ships on the naughty list that are just not getting a heal at all. Like, no. But in general, every tier 6, 7, and 8 cruiser in the game that currently does not have a heal is going to get one. Yeah, Bayard's not getting a heal. There were a handful of them. I can't remember which ones. The damage total in that game is silly. I had 183,000 damage. That's insane. Like, that's just lunacy. Like, yeah, this kind of tells the tale of the tape, don't it, boys? Yeah. There's my North Carolina who lived 19 and a half minutes. What the ever-loving hell did I just play through? I will say good game to the Kansas. Just because this guy realized he should have backed off and go back and play like defense when he wanted to, and that worked out. Hi.
Hi.
You showed up.
Yes.
They've been asking for you.
Oh, hi guys.
You were busy.
Yeah, I'm also really tired. So.
Well, I am too, but here I am doing my thing, so there we go.
Would you like another drink? It sounds like you might need one.
I'm actually okay.
Okay.
Plus, worst comes to worst, I'm all set over here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm all set.
Yeah.
I keep a bottle of Garrison on the desk for emergencies, right? It's actually fairly...
Yeah.
It's about half full.
Yeah.
About half full. So, yeah. Yeah, if it gets too bad, I'll just pop the cork and just go.
Well, it does look like a canteen, doesn't it?
It's got a little bit of canteen to it. Yeah.
That's Chaser.
That's
I
Chaser.
can't read.
Yeah, the blue is hard to read against that black background.
Yeah, it is.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Cleveland remains silly. Enjoy while it lasts. I think that's one of the ships that's going to get the heel taken away from it. Personal opinion, but we're going to find out the hard way. I think that one in Baltimore are going to go on the naughty list at some point. Let's take this Hindi request for Puddin'. I think she's probably already built out, ready to go. Now, the last time I played Hindi, I remember thinking, why am I playing the boat? Yeah, I've gone unique upgrade here. So we don't even have 12 whatever detection anymore. It's like 12-3 or something. 12, whatever the hell it was. So it's not a full lighthouse build, but it's way more detectable than I'm used to. Rudder shift, flooding, fire. Well, we'll keep trying it. The last game I had with this ship on stream was pretty good.
Oh, hey, Castle. Didn't you just have a birthday, dude?
Oh, yeah, it was this week, as I recall. Castle's birthday was yesterday or the day before.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Happy birthday.
Welcome
Stony, welcome in.
to Jurassic.
Thank you for the follow.
The 5th.
The 5th, yeah, so that was...
Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, I didn't really... Yeah, Cinco de Mayo, yeah. 2 days ago, then. Okay, yeah. Tuesday, then. Okay. He says 5th, and for a minute there, I thought he meant to say 50th. Like, wait, what? And I was like, wasn't that last year? Or the year before?
It tastes green.
Can always get cheap cervezas. Yes, that's true.
There you go.
Hope you like Dos Equis and Corona. Yes. Corona with lime.
Yes.
Uno cerveza, por favor. Oh, goody. Everybody loves super ships. They enhance the game experience for all.
I hear the sarcasm.
I don't know what you're talking about. There's no sarcasm in that at all. That's just
No lotion
there's
on the
no
puppet's ass.
lotion on the puppet's ass. Yeah, no. All right, Bilal and 40. Oh, good. Everybody loves 4501. The dumbest submarine ever submarined into a submarine game. All right. Colbert on my left. I'm gonna hang and play mid for a spell. Let's see how they deploy. I'm gonna not be in a hurry. Let's just say that. I'm gonna not be in a hurry to position my ship. We're gonna hang mid behind these islands and see what's up.
Night Owl, it's a Jeff Dunham thing.
Yeah, if you've ever seen one of Jeff Dunham's original specials, he does a bit. He is a ventriloquist, and he talks about, and obviously a comedian, and he talks about going through airport security with his ventriloquism dolls. And, you know, he's going through, and it flags him. Yeah, okay, now there you go. You remember now. Yeah. So that's his, you know, bit about there's no lotion on the puppet's ass. Exactly. A C phlegm. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, Dunham gets quoted pretty often around
We
here.
quote Dunham a lot around here. We
Yeah.
quote Dunham a lot around. We quote Walter a lot around here.
Yes.
We quote Walter a lot.
Dumbass.
You dumbass.
I'll still
Yeah.
make the Hall of Fame.
Fair enough, Abyss. Fair enough. Not every ventriloquist can actually do some of their own stand-up, but Dunham can at times, which is really fun.
And you can tell when the conversation gets away from him.
Oh, well, you can tell when his own conversation with his own
Yes, I
his
know.
his
That's what I
own
mean.
dolls get away from him. That's what's so bizarre about watching him. He's like having a conversation with himself, and then there's that light bulb moment where it's like, oh, I think this might have gone too far. You know? But he doesn't realize it until he's like in that moment. It's like, dude, you're literally talking to yourself. What? How did you not figure this out?
Well,
Okay, he can't spot me from right there. That makes me sad. Let's go be somewhere else.
Yes. Actually, Chaser, that's just one of many things that gets quoted around here.
We quote a lot of crazy shenanigans around here. Oh, double fire on our Hanover right away. Let's go.
It's a lot of Chris Pratt lately. Do you hear yourself when you talk?
Oh yeah, we definitely quote a lot of Jurassic World. Do you hear yourself when you talk? That's definitely a popular one around here.
Yep. 12% of a plan.
Definitely had 12% of a plan. Come on, Fires. Let's go, Fires. There we go. Let's go, Fires. Especially since I'm about to get Hanovered.
Yes, let the Eagle Scout light things on fire.
That's what we do around here. Fire! Yeah, fire! Don't hurt me. Okay, that's all right. That's not so bad. Let's put some HE back in the barrel.
Oh, we do a lot of that too, Chaser.
Which one?
Oh, hell no.
Oh, hell no. That's University of St. Thomas.
St. Thomas.
Yeah, no, that is her local Catholic university that she has been attending.
Yeah.
Smallland, Burgonia. Yeah, we got like 7 ships on the left flank. So yeah, we're going right.
I wouldn't touch the University of Oklahoma shirt with a 10-foot pole. Well,
good to know that our Burgonia doesn't understand how to play Burgonia. It's always a refreshing change of pace.
Thomas. Yeah, the Ravenclaw's
What's up, Bilal?
Wearing a lion. Wearing red and yellow.
Coochie, coochie.
Well, my uncle got stationed there, so...
Coochie. I'm just getting warmed up. Coochie, coochie.
I can't believe the 4501 just bought it.
Coochie.
That's crazy to me. That should be the hardest bloody ship on the map to kill, and he's dead already.
I guess he warranted some special attention.
I guess. I just love that I'm getting big old full pins on this clown. Let's go. Let's go German armor. Hi, Colbert. How you doing back there, buddy? The lack of vision here is a problem. Everybody's pulled back to the point we can't see anything.
Classic, you're probably right.
What do you say?
Someone once claimed...
Oh, that's just rude and probably hilariously accurate. In fairness, it is a pretty place, like, in general. The parts of Oklahoma I've seen have been really pretty. Well, it's taken me 5 minutes to rack up a casual 100,000 damage. Unfortunately, my team's not really doing very much, except dying. They're really, really good at the dying part right now. No, let's put the AP back in the barrel, because I think I'm going to come around the corner and find the Adelbear in my face. He reversed back, but he won't stay there. And eventually this Colbert is going to try to cut across mid, and that I will not allow.
Xanda's asking if you have 15.2 codes.
I think maybe. Hey, Chateau, what's up? I don't know what your name means. Why am I frozen? Thank you.
Any consolation, STO's doing the same thing. The rubber banding is vicious tonight.
You did it. You crazy son of a bitch.
Who was that? Great Dane, thank you for the follow. Sorry, the resub. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right. Colbert's just out here open watering. Like, You got balls, buddy.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
I really hate a well-played Colbert. They're so irritating. Now, luckily my armor scheme can handle this guy. The Adelbear doesn't frighten me. Maybe it should, but it doesn't. It's fine. What's more gonna be more irritating is this stupid Colbert.
No gas and no checks.
Lucky for him, I am legendary, Hindenburg. Which means your fires don't really bother me all that much, buddy.
Welcome
Speaking of things that don't bother me.
to Jurassic Park.
Who was that? Wyko! Swearing! Guys, thank you for the follows. Welcome in. Team on the other flank finally pulled the stick out. Okay, I think it's time we went Colbert hunting. That guy has officially pissed me off. God, I love Hindenburg. This boat's so good. This boat's so good. 15-2. Yeah, the 15-2 spreadsheet should be in there. I put in 15-1 and 15-2 at the same time, I thought. If they're not in there, I definitely have them. I will get them put in. But in the meantime, I'd say go ahead and chew up as many of the 15-1s as you like. Now, admittedly, I kind of don't want to get in a gunfight with this Yoshino. Let's see what he does. It looks like the Colbert, their Colbert's got our Colbert's got him pissed off, which I can live with. Ooh, you're gonna show me the sweet juicy bits. Are you sure about that, Yoshino? You sure, buddy? My AP's pretty good. Your armor's not amazing. Did I lead that salvo right? It looks decent. Could be good. Good pens. No sits, but good pens. Ah, you figured out your problem. Now, I really don't want to brawl with this guy. This guy actually has torpedo armament enough that I should be concerned. And then there was just this Colbert, who's now dead. Because you can't see anything, bucko. The rest of your team died, and now your damage farming days are over. That's fair enough, Xander. I appreciate it. Sounds good. Ooh! Ooh, Hindenburg strikes again. Thank you, Puddin'. Well done. Well, how? Oh, man, I'm extremely satisfied with that battle. Are you kidding me? You know, it's interesting. I think that Colbert probably picked a fight with me. Yeah, I thought 15-2 and 3 were in there. Okay, you should be good, Xander. Yeah. I think, 15-4 hasn't come in yet, so yeah, we're caught up. Everything that I have is in there. most people don't expect... They expect the heavy cruisers to want to avoid the fire damage, right? So it's like the legendary mod on this boat. Man, what a decent team. That's nice to see. The legendary mod on this boat really gives it the ability to just be like, yeah, I'm on fire, so... Right? Like, your fire lasts 15 seconds, your heal can power through it, and then some. I think even a double fire is probably not catastrophic. So, like, you know, you've just got more survivability than you're used to, even with a Hindenburg. And I played a lot of games in Hindi, right? I probably got, I don't know, 400 or 500 games in Hindenburg. Fletcher is my most played ship, but for a long time it used to be Hindi. Hindi was my most played ship for a very long time. Still love her. She's still good. Okay, we did Hindi. Let's do this Cheshire game. We'll do the Kevasi memorial request here that Big Turp put in. I haven't played Cheshire in a hot minute. This is still a good ship, but boy, do I haven't. I just don't put much time into her. Mid-tier battleship generally does not interest me, right? Just not my thing. Even a boat as good as Cheshire. I have Sansonetti. That feels like such a waste. That feels like such a waste. All right, what bonuses do I get out of this guy? I get gunfeeder, sure, and then this is... I get more range when I blow something up, and I get better reload if I can land a Confederate. Okay, cool. Let's go play Cheshire. Cheshire for Big Turp in honor of Kevasi, who we lost 2 weeks ago yesterday. This was apparently his favorite boat, from what I understand. I was saying earlier in the stream, it's the I ran into him probably about a month ago now, month or 6 weeks. I was in my tier 7, I think it was Sheer, and he was in a div. He was in a Cheshire div.
To Jurassic Park.
Pain God, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. And he was, I think they were all Cheshires, actually. I think it was like a triple Cheshire div. Solomon Islands 4 and 5 with bots. Are you kidding me right now? Okay. Wow, this is going to be silly. He liked Dunkirk too, did he? Dunk is, it's a very polarizing ship. I have some hilarious stories of when Dunkirk first came out. Like when we had access to her, essentially, I won't say as super testers, but as a part of the wiki program. Basically, they put those boats in our accounts so we could write our wiki page. Okay, great, easy, fine, no problem. But then we were, when we were working the page up, we were playing the ship when it was still being tested, and the test version of this ship was broken as all hell. It was hilarious. But I mean, me and another wiki editor, I think we zeroed out an opposing team on New Dawn in a double Dunkirk. No, it was a double Cheshire division. I think we zeroed them out in 5 minutes by ourselves. Just deleting cruisers. It was that stupid. Dunkirk was interesting. Dunkirk is still kind of weird. You know, that gun caliber at tier 6 is not great. And so there's a lot of engagements that Dunkirk can find herself in that she feels crap. And so what we were doing as a part of just messing around with this boat was we were just firing HE. We were in a triple Dunkirk div. It was me and Zath and I can't remember his name, one of our other wiki editors who was there with us at the beginning. We were just spamming HE in this Dunkirk division. And man, it was, the salt we were generating was hilarious. We burned a Gneisenau to the waterline. In about 4 minutes, 3 or 4 minutes, this guy was super salty in chat. You know, giving us the whole skillless noobs and all this stuff, and I was just like, dude, I can't pin you with my AP. What am I supposed to do, you know? Like, come on. Hi, Danae. Oh, Danae. You shouldn't have. No, really, you shouldn't have. Yeah, see? You 100% should not have done that. No, Pockington, that's true. I mean, we couldn't talk about it at the time, but after the ship came out, we definitely talked about it because it was pure hilarity. Ah, it's the second wave of torps that's going to get me. I'm going to take this one. Well, we'll take it on the belt. Bloomp. Come on, Hawkins. Turn for me, buddy. You can do it. You can do it. That's true. That was in an era when we could, as contributors, we were allowed to stream test ships. That of course, long since rescinded. Yep, Cheshire just doing what Cheshire does best. Popping cruisers like balloons.
Zero Dragons!
Oh, this is an actual human in front of me. I actually have to pay attention. This guy's a real player and not a bot. It's not really helping him very much, though. Ooh, I turned into that. Well, he overlet it a little bit. Let's try and hit him in the casemate. See what we can get out of it. Not bad. Not amazing, but not bad. Alright, we'll go to full speed. I'm way faster than this clown, and his bow turrets are not going to be in action anytime soon because of how he chose to turn. So, let's do this. Let's get all the guns to action. Might actually sit me there. Yep. It's alright, that should kill him. Alright. What do we got? We got Montecuccoli and Agano. I gotta go back for this Agano, I guess. Because you never trust bots. Never trust the bots to kill another bot. They'll find a way. It's a battleship castle. They all take geological ages to load. Why do you think I don't play them? They take 30 seconds to load, and when you pull the trigger, you don't have any idea where the shells are going. It's like, well, they might land in the same zip code as the ship I'm shooting at, or they might not. You just don't ever know. Montecuccoli and Clemson are divved. Okay. We got a Clubson on the other team, do we? What's up, War Dog? That forward turret just went wherever the hell it wanted. There we go. Solid. Alright, Montecuccoli bought it. That just leaves Clubson. Alright, now we can load some HE. Well, this is not the game I was expecting to get when I loaded Cheshire, but I'm not going to complain because it's just silly fun. What else we got in this queue? We got Mines, Montpellier, San Diego, Floridia, Constellation, Emerald. Wow, there's a boat I haven't played in a long time. One of my best clips comes from an Emerald game where I, like, blind fired my torps on two brothers off to the side around just fishing for the possibility of maybe hitting this KG-5 who was coming to kill me. And instead, I killed him without even really... it was like I didn't even have a lock on. I just vomited out my torps. Like, he's over in this direction. And I killed him. And it was pretty cool. Gonzo! Thank you so much. Welcome in. Yeah, the new DLC is coming. I bought Mercenaries, but I haven't... I think I booted it up, but I haven't actually played it yet. Clubson is going to charge this guy because as Clubson, that's probably his best option. Let's see if he can survive it. Continue changing aspects there, buddy. Don't let him too close. Well, there went half your HP. Can you avoid torpedoes to salvage the other half? And now, magically, we can't see him anymore. You know, for reasons or something. He's only got about 4,000 HP. He's gonna be in trouble with this Murmansk here. Yeah, Zen, I was saying earlier I'm going to spend a little time before next Thursday trying to do some testing. So you might see me messing around with some you know, hey, don't tune into this kind of streams.
You did it. You crazy son.
DJ with the resub, welcome in, my friend. How you been? You were up late, right? The other night I saw a super late tweet from you. Oh, and you ran into the island. You shouldn't have done that. I just killed you. Wrecked. 69, DJ. Nice. There you go. Cheshire, ladies and gentlemen. My all for the Sakura Empire. That sounds like some true weebery garbage. That's got to be weeb trash, isn't it? It sounds like it smells like weebery. Yeah, it's weebery, isn't it? Isn't it one of these? What am I? Yeah, there it is. It's weebery. Smells like weebs. All right, nice break. Good break from Cruiser time. Let's see. Mines. Montpellier. Now, we just did Shetland. Let's look at Montpellier. I got to remind myself what the hell the difference is between Montpellier and Shetland. Not you, and you. There. All right, Shetland and this thing. Let's clear up the econ bonuses first. If we're going to play the boat, let's kit it out correctly. I have played this ship, but by God, it's been a long time. We have the same stealth. We still get radar. We still get hydro. We have all the same consumables. There's a difference in the main battery. I got to remind myself what it is here. 7-second reload, 15.6 versus 6.5-second reload, 50. So you get less reload in exchange for what? Do I have more? This says better, slightly better Sigma. Is it really? Is that really where we're at? Are they that far down into the weeds here?
You did it.
What?
You crazy son of a bitch, you did it.
Hang on a minute. Oh, there it is. Who was that? DJ. Oh my God, he did it again. He did it again, baby, with the carpet bomb. Thank you, DJ. I don't know why you show up every month and keep doing it, but I'm never going to turn you down, and I'm always going to say thank you. All right, Montpellier. Let's look at this. Here's Shetland. Here is Montpellier. Shetland, main battery. I am a flat 2.0 Sigma on a 6.5-second reload. Montpellier is a 2.15 Sigma on a 7-second reload. That's it? Is that really the difference here? The shells are different. Montpellier's HE shells are different. Mark 34 versus Mark 39. Montpellier's shells do less damage. They have way less crop. That's weird. That's so weird. They chose some really weird attributes on this ship to change. But yet, this is showing me 2,200 damage, and I'm betting that Cleveland is the same. Yeah, this is weird. I won't pretend I understand what it is. You trade a lot for that extra Sigma. Yeah, that's what it feels like. DJ, thank you. Appreciate it, my friend. Take care. I got to reconnect. We should be back out to Vegas in July. So I need to ping you and catch up with you. Just see how life's treating you. All right, we will try this thing. Where'd she go? There she is. Oh, good lord. DJ. He did it again. Thank you. Thanks, Deej. Get some rest. Write well, etc., etc. Appreciate you, man. So, Hujam, when this ship was released as a premium Cleveland, it made sense for them to do it that way because there was demand for a premium OP boat, right? Ooh, that big E flag. Oh, that's pretty. But these days, and back then when premium ships could be big captain retrainers, right? All that sort of thing, it made total sense. But now, like, to me, it's a much tougher sell these days. Like, in the modern game, it's a significantly tougher sell for me. All right, radar. Yep, this all seems legit. This is basically all built the same way. All right. Well, I had a stupidly good game in Cheatland, so let's see how things go here. Fingers crossed, I guess, is all we can say. Oh, excellent. We got planes again. We're top tier again. Man. The bonky guys are going to be irritating because they are good. I never want to see a good div on the opposing team, and yet there they are. Mustang, you're welcome. I'm glad to hear that. I love making those because I find there's so much content in the game now, it's very difficult to pick up a ship and go, what do I do with this? And I think to some extent maybe some of those videos are too much. Some of them are nearly an hour long. But I'm trying to kind of convey especially as you go higher up the tiers. Some of these ships have a lot of different ways they can be played. And so for me it's always about, look, I'm trying to compact it to how do I want to say this? To conveys not the word, I just used that word. Pass along. I'm trying to pass along enough knowledge that you can hopefully make some of those decisions for yourself. But there are certain things about most ships you have to kind of figure out by just playing it. So Pockington, I don't keep up with the Weebery stuff. Help me out here. They've done like 4 or 5 waves now of AL ships, but not all of them are available for straight up purchase. You're saying that now it's occasionally you have to just get them out of containers like this one. Mustang, those are some of my favorite ones to make, so I'm glad you enjoy those. Thank you. There is a lot to play in the game. There is a lot to learn. It's one of the reasons I don't really talk about this in my videos, but longtime viewers know that way back in the day, say 2016 through maybe 2019 or 2020, I was a part of the official wiki staff. Back in that era, Wargaming maintained a staff of about a dozen or 15 people here on the North American server, mostly on the North American server, that essentially were meant to help basically maintain the wiki with game knowledge. So as you go in there, like you'll find pages about fire mechanics and torpedo mechanics and flooding chances and all that stuff. When we first started, none of that stuff was in there. And a lot of those mechanics, a lot of how they work is not explained. It's not explained in game. And, some of them we had to go specifically ask the devs questions about, and we wrote it all up because it was like, sooner or later somebody's going to want to know this. So let's write it all down and retain this knowledge, right? And so the wiki is not what it once was, but it is not a bad resource.
Damn, desert road, no gas, and no chicks.
Much better.
Power on. Now it's time to kick some ass.
Bring it on, Sarov. You're not going to have a conversation you won't enjoy. Ooh, you swallowed some flak there, buddy.
Damn. Desert road, no gas.
Yep, you swallowed a whole
No
bunch of flak.
checks.
After a few days of R&R, I'll be ready for more action. Much better.
Okay, so he's out of the smoke now. He used the smoke to bait me in, but he's out of the smoke now. That's fine. I can't do anything about him. It is what it is. Life moves on. I can range Akizuki. Y'all should really kill that Leningrad, by the way. Well, I still feel pretty good about stripping half of his HP away, although I wish he was dead instead of just, you know, alive with half HP. But it is what it is.
Let's see what they look like.
Well, the Leningrad and the Merkur committed Harry-Kiri, so yay. This Hughes is going to mid. I'm going to move up here and try and back him up. He's likely to need the help. Let's get the turrets turned over to port. Stoffel, I actually don't know. I can't keep Twitch like on at work, so I don't have any idea. Carbine's usually on during the day because I'm at work, right? So I don't know where he's at these days. Who the hell is spotting me? It's not this bloody Dallas. Oh, it's probably the stupid U-69 or some garbage. Oh, the Dallas is still reversing back there. Yeah, that salvo's not going to go very far. Lucky for me, his AP is kind of weak, so... Oh, the U-69 is literally in this cap in front of us. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Ladies and gentlemen. Like, you got balls to do that. Yep, Hughes took care of him. All right. Well, we're still alive. We're still being useful.
Power on. Now it's time to kick some ass.
What up, buddy? Ooh. Yep, A is total trash. Let me tell you all about it. Ooh, crap. I gotta slow this turn or I'm gonna crash right into this island, and that'll be very, very unfortunate. I'm gonna crash into this island anyway. Yep. I screwed this up. Alright, well, let's get moving. Come on. Flip the rudder. Oh, you're stationary. Well, lucky for me, you can't hit anything.
R&R. I'll be ready for more action.
Go away, bonky. Serov's gonna try and kill me. Okay, good luck. Ah. Cheatlin's right out in front of me somewhere. There you are, you son of a bitch. I'm dead, but I'm gonna do a bunch of damage to you before I die. What is this guy in chat whining about exactly? Our Hughes is taking on an Akizuki in a fight he can't hope to win. So this guy's dead. By the way, pro tip, never take on an Akizuki and a Hughes. What are you doing? Oh my god. Mustang, you're wrong about Kid. Kid is a very different... We were having this conversation about Fletcher's earlier in the stream. Kid's a very different Fletcher, right? She has a fraction of the torpedo capability, way better gun power, and way more survivability. And so, as a result, you can absolutely get away with shenanigans in a Kid you can't in a Fletcher. You can bully other destroyers. You can pick fights. Well, it's less than half, actually. It's half the number of tubes, but the physical torpedoes that Kid wields themselves are hot garbage by comparison to the ones that Fletcher mounts. So, because Kid gets the Benson... Kids gets, like, the Tier 8 crappy Benson torps that are slow and hit like wet noodles, right? Fletcher torps are fast and hit like trains. So, yeah. What is this guy doing? Are you, like, AFK back here? No, you're just not useful. Amazing.
Welcome.
Arthur, thank you for the follow. Well, there is no heal on Fletcher, so Kid gets a heal when no other Fletcher does. That alone makes her pretty friggin' amazing. Curse the Sipper player for being competent. We still have an opportunity to win this game. They need to kill this Massachusetts. Once they kill the Massachusetts, there we go. Life's going to feel a lot better. Cleveland versus Kektoon's not really a fight. Kektoon's going to win that every time. That's why this battleship over here, who's let this Cleveland just wander around, do whatever he wants, just really makes me angry. It's a fight that shouldn't be happening. But Kektoon's acquitting himself well, so kudos to him. Aki's in B, which means the Serov is lacking eyes. But we just don't have the pieces in the middle of the board. I think they're going to find a way to lose this match. I really do. I think they're going to find a way to lose. We killed the Massa, we killed the Bayard, but I think we still probably lose. We'll see if they can find a way to pull it out. I am unconvinced. I have low hopes. I personally expect the Akizuki to come storming around the corner and torpedo this Heinrich at point-blank range. Because this guy is sitting stationary, which makes him food for the Akizuki. Oh, he's got his Hydra running. So that's something, at least. He'll see the Aki coming if the Aki gets ballsy. The Serov should be dead here in a moment. That'll be a nice win. Yep. Okay. So that's good points. We needed that. I'm not sure. Bayarn is slow, but he's chugging away. He needs to get his planes up here. Okay, he's trying to provide some fighter cover for the Heinrich here. And looks like his fighters are just going to ignore the torpedo bombers because, you know, that's what you do. You just ignore them. I mean, Blanca, you say that. I have watched teams throw away games that they should have lost. Throw away games they should have won. Happens all the time. Nice handling. That guy knows how to handle his ship. Well done. Oh, good. And our battleship that got left that just left our team hanging on the 10 line finally dies, having contributed basically nothing.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Sadie, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. There's the Aki Torps we were expecting. All right. So the Aki's now north of the cap.
Suck it down.
Ooh. You're bold to pick a gunfight with a secondary battleship, my friend. But Merc's good enough to get away with it, though, which irritates me. He's really good. If we can flip over B, I feel better about our life, and it looks like that's going to happen. I think the Harbin and or the U-69 are going to be able to get in there. I also like that this Caracciolo turned around to kind of hold the back door open so the Cleveland didn't just come storming up everybody's sterns over here. And their Cleveland is not, like, none of their ships are particularly healthy. So that's encouraging.
A crowbar would come in handy right about now.
Five minutes to play. We got a 120-point lead and shrinking, but we're about to step into B. I think when they flip over B, we're going to be okay because they're not going to be able to pull it back after that. There's the Cheatland. All right, Caracciolo. Hit him with some SAP, buddy. And, as I say, any day now. Nice. Not bad. Another one of those should clean him up. Try not to die while you're at it. You out of heals? Yeah, that's okay. It is what it is. If we cap, even if we lose the Caracciolo, if we keep him off of B to cap, and we can kill the Cleveland. If he trades with the Cleveland, that's a great trade for us. Come on, we need this kill. We need this kill. We need this kill. Nice. Okay. Now, even if the Caracciolo bites it, I'm pretty sure we can still hang on to win this game. And he's burning, so he's dead. He's 100% going to die. Yeah, that's fine. It is what it is. But now that we have a cap advantage, I think we're going to be all right. It was touch and go there for a while. It was touch and go, trust me. Not an easy win necessarily. You know who needs an upvote? Is this Bayarn. This Bayarn, right? Oh, I wish you wouldn't sail. I wish you would stop. I wish you would stop. I wish you would stop. This is going to be so bad. This is going to be so bad. So bad. So bad. Akizuki's not even shooting at him. Akizuki's not even looking at him. Oh, he's trying to get the kill on the Harbin. He's got 8 seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, doesn't matter. Lugdunum dies. Wow. Woo! That was close. One well-played Akizuki can really turn the game around. But man, Akizuki is not my boat. It's not a ship that I've ever clicked with well enough to feel like, you know, I could do amazing things with it. But there are some people out there that crush it. Caracciolo played a great game. Hughes could have played better. My frustration here is it feels like he threw his ship away, right? Like you chase down a destroyer that grossly outguns you with planes that are spotting for him. Like, no, don't do that to yourself, kids. Don't do that to yourself. Black Duke says San Diego. Man, there's a boat I haven't played in a hot minute. But San Diego's fun. This ship is a hell of a lot of fun. Let's see. We all ready? Looks like she's good to go. All right, San Diego for Black 2. Let's do it. Then I'll take Gabe's mines pick. I've been avoiding mines. I'm not a big mines fan. As much as I love the Hipper hull, I thought I was going to love that boat, and I just don't. I don't know that I can explain why. I think it's just because for a ship that handles like that, I expect it to have heavy cruiser survivability, and it doesn't. And somehow I got random 6v6 matchmaking in primetime. Wargaming, what the actual hell? I just... Twice in the... 2 or 3 times in the last month this has happened to me. I don't understand. I don't understand. How is this possible when there's like 7,000-8,000 people online? How do you get 6v6? I feel like Chirrut Imwe in Rogue One. Are you kidding me? Like, what on earth? Well, this is hot garbage matchmaking for me. San Diego needs friends to be highly effective in the early game, and I pretty much don't have any friends. What I'm going to try, that I'm not convinced is going to work, but what we're going to try is I'm going to play the gap in between A and B for a spell and see what shakes out. That gives me that leaves me options depending on how the opposing team deploys. No, Ice Rose, you're right. There's a lot of folks out there playing clan battles tonight. I get it. My clan is playing clan battles tonight, so I get it. But still, it's irritating. So, Blanca, you were asking about Harugumo. What exactly is it you're asking? I apologize. I don't know where in the flow of the conversation that question was asked. MK, I like it. I like it. I miss the old name. Kraken was around since the beginning of clans. I was there when Mesrith put the clan together. I was invited to join it originally. I declined originally because Zath and I were in APOC. So it's a little sad for me to see the Kraken name go away, but I'll be honest, we've had so many mergers and people come and go and yada, yada, yada. As long as how do I want to say this? The philosophy is still there, I'm not so fussed about the name. I'm not going to lie, I miss the name, but I'm not certainly going to lose, I'm not going to lose sleep over it. Crap, there's a Bismarck right here. Well, that makes me super sad.
Damn, desert road, no gas, and no chicks.
Oh, go away. Keep thinking my Kelowna is going to be useful, and I haven't seen it yet. What is it you're doing down there exactly, Kelowna? There we go. Madre de Dios. San Diego is so much fun. This boat is so good. Alright, life begins to feel a little better now. All right, let's go kill... The sub is underneath the B cap. Let's go put our Hydra up and murder him. No, Gaelic, I haven't. Oh, wow. Salt Queens. That's been a hot minute. I have not done many painting in probably a year or two now. I need to get back into the studio and do some stuff. Most of my studio time is spent with the unlimited stuff set up on the table, working on improving it in some fashion, right? I'm constantly pressuring myself to improve the functionality of what I've built, or just find other ways to improve it or lighten it or whatever. So I spend a non-zero amount of time down there just messing around with overlays. One of the coolest things, one of the coolest innovations... No, it's been good for BF. One of the coolest innovations that's coming to the unlimited side of things is... there is a gentleman who makes an app for your phone, right? And you put it on the table, and each player has half the screen, and you track your base health. Okay, cool, easy. But he set that up so that it will link and talk to a website that I can then put a browser source into OBS, so that as the players on the table change their life totals, my overlays will automatically update without me having to touch anything. I no longer have to manually track health on the stream deck. That's a big deal. The salmon is in deep doo-doo. We killed another cockroach. So anyways, but I do need to spend more time in the studio. I think it's gonna... I'm making some tentative plans in my head over the summer to try and work on some of that. I want to work on being able to stream Twin Suns games, which are 4-player games of Star Wars Unlimited on the table. Zeus, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. And once I get a little bit of time in that, I'll be able to also do hopefully some cool things with some more of the board games. How is a Baltimore in a secondary duel with a Massa still alive? There we go. I'm like, dude, you should be dead. So yeah, it's on my list. God knows I've got plenty of painting to do, right? I have just an absolute mountain of miniatures that need painting of some fashion. Something else that's been tickling my brain. I want to do. We've been wrapping up. I won't say wrapping up. We're in the middle of playing one of our BattleTech campaigns. This is our little, we're playing a DCMS Lance, essentially, right now. And what I'm probably going to do once that winds down is bow out of that regular group and do something different for a little while. Now, that's not a huge time investment, but there's some other BattleTech-y type things that I would like to do that I don't have time to do right now. So, some things we want to work on. All right, let's get up here and find this Benson and murder him. Hey-oh. Wow, you just got clapped, Mr. Benson. There we go. We pretty much crushed those guys in 6v6. Yikes. San Diego, still good. Who knew? We knew. Yeah, I think we knew. I think we all knew at some level. All right, let's get back to port. I've got 4 things left in the queue. I said I was going to get to this mines game. Castle, I'm going to send your Florida points back. I may still play Constellation. I actually like Constellation. But I know I'm not going to play Florida tonight. And Japeo, I'm going to send the points back for Emerald. Let's do Emerald a different night. I don't mind playing Emerald, but I just don't think I'm going to have time tonight. Yeah, if that's what I was kvetching about that a minute ago. Like, really, guys? Really? Okay. All right, mines. She is German. Oh, dummy. You should have left it for cruisers and turned off America. Turn on German cruiser. That'll make it easy to find. There we go. Not a boat I have a lot of experience with, so like I always say, temper your expectations. Let's see. I have a lot of time shooting these guns at Königsberg and Nuremberg, and a lot of time in a hipper hull, but not a lot of time marrying the two together. Like, already this ship feels like it's fatter than hipper. Am I crazy? I think maybe I'm crazy. I'm crazy. It's the same. It's the same beam. It's a hipper hull. It's the same. Yeah, that's just in my head. Okay, cool. Quick check. Yep, all good. All good. Ooh, do I want AA? Man, I don't know. Do I get the good German hydro? 5.5? 6. Oh, I don't think I can pass that up. 6-kilometer hydro is really good. 6-kilometer hydro is so good. All right, we'll take it. We'll roll with it. And then quick look over here. I don't mind buffing the A a little bit. A and like hipper A in general is pretty good. I kind of feel like I don't care about priority target. I feel like I want to move those points somewhere else. If I did that, where would they go? Possibly survivability expert. I could see that being a thing. 450 times 8. 900 times 4. 3,600. 47. I'd have 48,000 in hit points and change. That's not terrible. I'll let it ride for now. I think I don't like that, but I don't play this ship enough to really complain. Mines for Gabe. And then if we've got time, we'll squeeze in this Constellation Gabe for Castle. Because Constellation is still very underrated. It's a ship that I still think is very good in competitive modes, and it's kind of just so-so in randoms, right? It's a ship that I love to take into Tier 8 ranked, but not a ship I'm excited to take into Tier 8 randoms. I have pulled some shenanigans with Constellation in ranked that are just gut-wrenchingly hilarious. They're just so funny. It's just like there's a whole lot of people that just don't know what the ship can do. They don't know you have torpedoes. They don't know you have radar. And so next thing they know, they're dead. And it's like, yep, pound sand. Sucks to be you, buddy. Double Duke of York and Danu. What is a Danu? It's got the same silhouette as a Duke of Yuck. Is it a Duke of Yuck clone? It's a Duke of Yuck clone. Okay. Awesome. Ship replica, Duke of Yuck. They started putting that in now. Oh, thank God. That makes my life so much easier now. Oh, that makes my life so much easier. Thank you, guys. But it's in the tooltip now. The tooltip literally tells me on the screen, ship replica of Duke of Yuck. Wonderful. All right, let me get the hydro range up. That means I can get rid of you and keep that and that. Nah, that's fine. Okay. How many cruisers? We got 3 cruisers and 4 destroyers. Do I want to back up the CAG at close? I think no. Yugumo, Senyang, Mahan. I'm losing this team. This is probably my last game. We'll see how it goes. If I die quickly, we'll play the Constellation game. I'm going to push up behind this island on the 2-3 line and then make a U-turn, put my guns over my starboard side, looking back up the 1-2 line and see what happens. Good whiskey. Ah, Gorizia. And a Pommern. Oh, somehow I'm lit already. This makes me sad. I can't pen him. I can't pen a Pommern. These HE shells are that sad, huh? Alright, well. It are what it are, I suppose.
Welcome.
Betty with the follow, thank you kindly. Alright, we got the bow fire. Ooh, we put out one fire. Alright, we definitely got to pick on him now. We 100% got to go after him now, boys. That's right. Bring me those stern guns. Bring me the stern guns so I can light you on fire again. Let's go. Let's go. Double fire. Lulz. Alright, let's go for the stern fire. Let's be a total jerk. Let's shorten him up here a bit. Probably can't Citadel the Tone, but I can probably full pin him. Yeah, full pins aren't bad there. Now I can start hitting him with some HE. Gorizia took a shot too. I'm super popular over here. Everybody wants a piece of mines today. They want a piece of my mines. Yes, I made the worst dad joke pun ever. And Tone burns out. Alright, that feels pretty good. Who was that? DBF with the resub. Goodness gracious, how have you been, my friend? There's a name we haven't seen in the channel for a while. Yeah? Sitting in chat, coming in with a resub. Hot and heavy.
Hey, nerd.
Ginger says hello. Alright, we need to get up here in Cap A. I think it's time. I'm going to secure the guns and go quiet for a bit. I don't want this Pommern to pick me off. Plus, we're down a ship, which irritates me, and the entire right flank is a train wreck. Oh, go away, Gorizia. Leave me alone. I'm not even shooting at you anymore. Go away. Hilariously, the Yugamo moved through in Cap B. Equally hilariously, now he's dead because he's stupid. Alright, fine, I'll shoot you. Yeah, I can't Citadel you. You're still a Zara, but I can definitely full pin you. There's no way I'm going to be able to Citadel a Zara with these little dinky shells. Go away, Pommern. Nobody asked you. Nobody invited your opinion, Pommern.
Now you see me?
Okay, I'm going back to C now. I see the Cuniberti pushing through, and I don't care for this. He's going to beat me there by a long shot, because he's Italian and I'm German, but It is what it is.
Did it. You crazy son of a
Mr.
bitch,
October
you
with the
did it.
resub. Thank you much. Welcome in. Hope life is treating you well. It's been a good Thursday. Got up, went to work, did my thing. We went out for drinks afterwards. We had like a, I don't even know what you'd call it, like a financial review, I guess, for lack of a better word, a few weeks ago. And I kind of had to spearhead this whole thing on my project partly because nobody else wanted to do it, and partly because the project manager said, hey, this is your fucking problem now. So we did the thing. We scored really well. Our management came in and was like, yeah, there's some things you need to improve, but like overall it looks pretty good. And we're like, yeah, we know, because we kick ass. And so afterwards, they were like, hey, we should all go out for drinks in celebration of, of doing well. And I'm like, I'm in, let's go. So that was cool. So that was today. After work, we went out for some drinks, just hang out. It had really good weather, hilariously. Solidly decent weather, which is a refreshing change of pace in this town this time of year. It's May, generally not a good weather month in Houston. Refresh my memory, Asashio's torps can't hit a cruiser, right? Yeah, it was really nice. So we went and sat in the shade, and it was cool, and, we just BS'd. It was nice. We had a good day. A good evening. Good. Then I'm just going to go straight into this cap. Actually, no, I'm going to continue to stay here to the right. I want to make sure he can't sneak away to the south. Or if he does, that I'm here and can possibly spot him or something. The Mahan is on 24 HP. He's as good as dead. Yep. Okay, the Asashio can see me again, which means he is south. Yeah, it's the Fletcher. You thought I couldn't hit you with that range. You were wrong, dude. Now, what sucks is I've got two different Dukes of Yucks, that are about to start beating the crap out of me. So I'm as good as dead, but we're gonna take somebody with us on our way out the door. I want it to be this Fletcher. Guys, your AP hits like wet noodles. I'm really not that upset. It's not going to be the Fletcher, sadly. Maybe it'll be this Cuniberti. Somebody's going down. Somebody's going with me. You're not all going to get away. I'll be honest, I don't care if I die. I'm dead anyway. One of these is going with me. All right, I'll take it. Let's go. I was going to fire my torps. Didn't get there. Like, when your team decides they want to just melt and die, then there's nothing you can do. You might as well just have some fun with it. No, not really 4B. This game was a total joke. And on that note, I think I'm done. Castle, I apologize. We'll get to Constellation a different night. I'll send your points back. But I think I've had my fill of fun for the night. Usually, I don't really have a limit. Like, I don't look at it and say, oh, after 4 bad teams, I'm done. But usually after a number of teams in my brain that it's like, yeah, I think I've had my fill. I've had my fill of shenanigans, you know? All right, guys, this has been good. Appreciate you coming by and hanging out. Been a good night. Excuse me. Now, Ginger's starting summer classes. Those will run through mid-July, so We don't yet know where that schedule is going to fall. I'd like to get back to streaming 2 nights a week again, but stay tuned. Watch this space. I'll have to talk to her once she knows her schedule, and we'll figure it out. In the meantime, we're going to stick with Thursday nights only. So next week will be Mech Warrior Clans again, and then we'll be back in 2 weeks with Warships. If you enjoy the unlimited content, last 3 weekends of May, every Saturday at the end from the 16th onward, 16 May, 23 May, 30 May, I'll be covering a Star Wars Unlimited tournament somewhere. First in Biloxi, then in Houston, and then last weekend of the month, I'll be up in Dallas. So otherwise, I'll be back here next week. So hope you can come hang out again. Let's see who we can send a raid to of my awesome viewers. Oh, I'm having a moment again. I'm so used to seeing Kev. Kev is always online when I go to look for a raid. He's always online, like without fail. I don't think I'm going to be used to that for a while. I'm not going to be used to that for a while. I wonder, is Profe de Historia, is he streaming in English? Hang on a minute. I'm going to have to unmute something for a moment. Give me a moment. He's not even talking right now. I'm not sure what he's up to. All right. We'll pull back then. He's one of the no, it didn't sound like. He's one of the Latin American guys, and I know he speaks English, but I don't know if he streams in English. Super chill guy though. Let's see. Oh, we got a guy playing sniper. He's playing a Mizzou, and he's from Texas. Sure, there you go. There's your winner. Clyde's usually around. I'm probably a little ahead of Clyde tonight. It's cool. It's cool. Clyde's going to get plenty more raids when the time comes. Let's go raid somebody else. I'm going to get this guy's name wrong. Wait, there it is. There we go. Sweet. If you are on Twitch, guys, the raid is up. If you're on YouTube, peace out. I'll see you later. In the meantime, guys, have a great weekend. Be safe out there, and I'll see you when we stream again. Take care.